JuJu Watkins, the favorite player of your favorite player. The USC Trojans have recruited JuJu Watkins in 2023, a gem, a special player with a rare combination of power, athletic ability, and speed. A guard destined to reign in the WNBA alongside Caitlin Clark, Angela Reese, Cameron Brink, and Paige Bueckers, the likely #1 pick in the upcoming draft. The young guard, 19 years old and 1.88 meters tall, can shoot from long range and attack the rim mercilessly. She has a solid mid-range shot, and her passing vision is commendable. With quick hands to steal, she is an all-in-one player who has already captivated NBA stars like LeBron James. She is the next big thing in women's basketball. Watkins, full name Judea Skies, shares a common background with Bronny James, the eldest son of the Lakers forward, having both played at Sierra Canyon before jumping to college. She is not the only one who has fallen for a player who averaged 27.1 points last season and is currently at 24.7 points. A player who set the record for points by a freshman in Division I of the NCAA with 920, previously held by Tina Hutchinson. She could be one of the best basketball players to ever touch a basketball, asserts James Harden in a report from the Los Angeles Times, who trained with her during her high school years at Sierra Canyon. The player is not the only one to train with the Californian. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Chelsea Gray have spent time by her side. Jewel Lloyd also shares her thoughts. Upon meeting her, you immediately sense her focus, enthusiasm, and calm curiosity for the game. The Seattle Storm star describes her as a basketball addict. She wants to leave a legacy and be great. She is the favorite player of your favorite player, says Lindsay Gottlieb, her coach at USC. Name the best college girls. She deserves the same recognition for what she is doing, continues Paul George. The current forward of the was unable to train with Watkins due to scheduling conflicts, but her name will be heard in the 2027 draft when she is 22 years old, born July 15, 2005. It's a 3-year wait unless the eligibility criteria change under the new agreement being negotiated after the W players exited the previous one in October. The changes are expected to take effect in 2026, although Watkins may want to extend her college tenure. The reason? Financial, of course. The salary for the #1 pick in the 2025 WNBA draft is $348,198 across the first 4 years of their career. During her rookie season, the top pick will earn $78,831. An amount that may not seem appealing and is already covered and much more by the money stars like Watkins earn in college through NIL, name, image, likeness, rights obtained from sponsorships. For example, the guard has already reached agreements with Nike, Instagram, AT&T, State Farm, Taco Bell, Wells Fargo. Deals that reach 6 figures, according to LAT, overshadowing the average salary of the WNBA, around $113,000. Moreover, many elite college programs like UCLA and USC already travel on charter flights, and players have 24/7 access to first-class training facilities at their schools. Many pros to continue breaking barriers, ceilings, and records in the NCAA before making the definitive leap to the elite of a WNBA that awaits with open arms. Another one of the great players from classes that are elevating American women's basketball to unprecedented levels. Follow the AS Diario channel on WhatsApp, where you'll find all sports in one space. Daily updates, agendas with the latest on the most important sporting events, standout images, expert opinions, reports, videos, and a dash of humor now and then. USC versus Connecticut, an elite rematch between stars JuJu Watkins and Paige Bueckers. The seeds for the most anticipated matchup of this women's college basketball season were planted decades earlier, in the halls of Scarsdale High School in New York, where Geno Auriemma was hot on the trail of one of the sport's most coveted recruits. As part of his full-court press to convince her, the Connecticut coach went so far as to enlist the help of her best friend, who would one day make a name for herself in the same world as Auriemma. Lindsay Gottlieb tried her best to convince her friend, Hillary Howard, on Connecticut, to no avail. But the relationship between Gottlieb and Auriemma remained. When Gottlieb injured her knee as a high school senior, Auriemma reached out to offer his help. It was during that recovery process that Gottlieb first considered coaching, and over the years, as she climbed through the ranks, Orima would offer regular encouragement. When she led California to the Final Four in 2013, Orima, in the midst of a dynastic run with the Huskies, assured her it wouldn't be the last. I remember him looking at me and saying, "Enjoy the first one. You'll be back," Gottlieb recalled this week. It was Connecticut that would ultimately keep Gottlieb and USC out of the Final Four last season. And with both teams now on a similar collision course this season, Gottlieb and Orima will meet again Saturday for a marquee matchup that's been billed as one of the most consequential games of the college basketball calendar. The matchup pins not only two of the best coaches in women's college basketball against each other again, but also arguably its two biggest stars, USC's JuJu Watkins and UConn's Paige Bueckers. That was enough, amid the groundswell of new intrigue around women's college basketball, to pique the interest of Fox, which put the game in a coveted primetime slot, where it's slated to follow the network's Saturday NFL game. For USC, it's one of 9 games the team will play on national TV this season, 6 more than last season. We thought it would be a great opportunity for both teams to test ourselves and one another, but also to put a really quality matchup on TV early, Gottlieb said. We have a team we want to put on the biggest stage. We have a program that has aspirations to win in March, and you just can't do that unless you're playing high-quality games throughout the year. Read more. USC women hold Elon to 30 points for their 10th victory of the season. USC rides a 6-game win streak into Saturday, during which the Trojans have won their games by an average margin of 40 points. UConn has been similarly dominant, with wins over 3 ranked teams this season. But the two contenders each slipped up in their toughest tests to date, as both fell in their respective matchups with number 3 Notre Dame. Notre Dame was an early test that we obviously didn't pass, Gottlieb said. You want to be at your best early, and then try and grow from there, but if you're not, the alternative is to look in the mirror and get better, and keep working on the things you think will help you get there. I do think we've grown since then. Much of that process since has focused on finding more firepower alongside Watkins, who Gottlieb says is now seeing defenses created around stopping her. Still, the sophomore superstar has managed to score 20 points or more in all but one game this season.